Hi, this is Brian from the London Contemporary School of Piano, and in this video I'm going to be explaining 7th chords within the context of a major scale. If you're enjoying the videos on our channel and the way we work at the London Contemporary School of Piano, head over to our website contemporaryschoolofpiano.com, where you can request a free resource kit including some of the materials from our YouTube videos. So to start off, we're going to just play the 7 chords of the key with the right hand, just using the 4 notes. So we want to be able to identify what type of 7th chord each chord is. So first we have a major 7th chord, so chord 1, major 7th. Chord 2, minor 7th. Chord 3, minor 7th. Chord 4, major 7th. Chord 5 is the dominant 7th. 6, minor 7th. And chord 7 is a half-diminished 7th chord. So let's break these up into groups. So we're going to first look at chord 1 and 4, so our major 7th chords. It's probably worth mentioning at this point that we don't always play all 4 notes of a 7th chord when we're playing. If we have the root in the left hand, we can often leave it out, and we call this usually rootless voicing. So we're going to try this just so our hand doesn't have to play 4 notes all the time. So here's chord 1. Here's chord 4. So the 2 major 7th chords in the key. Let's do closer positions of these chords. Or 5 is down a bit lower. Or in another position. So moving between chord 1 and 4 with major 7ths is very often used in the verse of a song. It's quite a relaxing sound to move between these chords. So we're going to look now at the minor 7th chords. So this is 6, 2, and 3. Again, I'm just going to do rootless voicing just to make it easier for my right hand. So let's move between chords 6 and 2 first. Higher position. And if we were to move between 6 and 3, and then you could just improvise and move between these 3 chords, doing minor 7th chords in different places. One of the things I enjoy most about teaching with the school is how we can tailor-make our courses to suit the individual student. If you head over to our website, you can fill out an application form and tell us a little bit about yourself and your musical journey. We can then book a discovery session for you with one of our coaches who is the best fit for you. So next we're going to look at the dominant 7th chord. Now, why am I saying the dominant 7th chord? There is only one naturally occurring dominant 7th chord in the major scale. The word dominant refers to chord 5. I think this is something that people forget. Chord 5 is the next strongest chord after chord 1. That's why we call it dominant. So when we have the dominant chord 5, we add a 7th. This is what we get. So when you actually take the root out of your right hand, you're left with a a diminished triad. So it's actually chord 7. And this is the important interval you want to listen out for in your dominant 7th chord, the tritone. So if you want, you can actually take the G out of your right hand and move around the diminished triad. And of course, the dominant 7th chord often wants to go back to its chord 1. So it's always good to practice resolving your dominant 7th chord to chord 1. So if we look now at chord 7, the diminished triad with the 7th. So this chord can confuse a lot of people. They wonder why it's called half-diminished. What's half? So the triad is diminished, BDF. The 7th is a normal minor 7th. So the triad is diminished, the 7th is a minor 7th. So that's why we've decided to say it's half diminished. If that's half diminished, we want to know what's full diminished. So if we take that minor 7th and lower it by a further semitone, now it's what we call a fully diminished 7th. So this chord is rarely used in the major scale context. So I'm going to leave that one out, and I'm going to deal with that when it comes to the minor scale. So let's just do a couple of chord progressions moving between the 2 major 7th chords, the 3 minor 7th chords, and that dominant 7th chord. So a really good way to practice these 7th chords is to take standard 4-chord progressions like 1-6-2-5 or 6-4-1-5 and see can you play them putting 7ths on each of your chords. And this is a really great way to put these into action. Be sure to check out my next video where I'll be explaining 7th chords within the context of the minor key, which becomes a little bit more complicated. If you're enjoying the videos on our channel and the way we work at the London Contemporary School of Piano, head over to our website contemporaryschoolofpiano.com where you can request a free resource kit including some of the materials from our YouTube videos.